California is first up. Rick is a former police officer, 28 years on the force.
Wow.
Now he is in the coroner's office. And part of his job at the coroner's office is contacting people. And he doesn't want, when he calls them, to have his cell phone number. But he wants to use his cell phone to make the contacts. Wants his cake and eat it too.
Well, those are really hard phone calls to make.
Oh, sure.
And I mean,
I wouldn't want that job.
No, I would not want that job at all. So, Rick, you want to use your cell phone to make these calls?
Yes, I do.
But you don't want people calling back on your personal cell phone?
That's what I'm looking for, and I've been thinking about this situation for a couple of years.
And what do you think would be a good solution for this?
Well, I'm looking for an app where I can attach the sheriff's department dispatch number so that when they need to call, when they want me to call them back, they'll just call the dispatch and they'll call me if they call them again, and I'll punch in the sheriff's dispatch number again.
You know, one of the things well, that's called spoofing, right?
Correct.
And you know,
it just had a bad connotation. I didn't really.
Well, you know, and that's. I mean, if you're like, I mean, you're at the coroner's office. You work for the county. You know.
Correct.
And depending upon how spoofing's used, it could be illegal. Because the way that they describe it, the U.S. law and the FCC, it rules most type of spoofing illegal. It says that if the intent is to defraud, okay, which maybe kind of almost.
Oh.
You know, if the intent is to cause harm, which I don't think you're going to cause harm, or if the intent is to wrongly obtain anything of value, then that spoofing becomes illegal. But the part that concerns me is the defraud part. But I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you legal advice, but I think there may be a better way. Okay, and that better way is that you could sign up with Google for something called Google Voice. Have you ever heard of Google Voice?
I have.
Yeah, with Google Voice, you could have another phone number, and you could request one in the Montrose County, you know, area code 303. And so it would look local to whoever you were calling. But it's almost like having a second phone number on your existing cell phone. So when it comes time for you to make these very difficult calls, is that you can call the party on your phone, fire up the Google Voice app. It would say 303, and then if they hit to call you back, you could have any calls that come into that particular phone number on Google Voice automatically routed to the sheriff's department. So,
okay.
So does that sound like something that would work?
Well, I'm familiar with the Google Voice, and I was under the impression, Kim, that they would call back and I could turn it off, and they would leave a voicemail and a digital text, and then I would call them back. But still in all, they'd be calling my phone at who knows when it.
Well, you could have, yeah, but you could actually have it set so any call that comes in is automatically forwarded.
I didn't know that.
So that this way, you're not even, your phone never even rings. You're just, you don't even know that they're calling back. It just goes right back to the main switchboard at the coroner's office. I mean, you can look into spoofing. I mean, there's like spoof card, and I think there's one that says it's not called buffer, but it's something like that. We have links to them on the website. These and basically you're going to pay, say $25 a month for about 120 minutes.
Okay.
In order for that spoofing. I mean, you could try that, and so it would, you know, you can have it say anything that you want. My concern is that you work for the county, and I don't know how, you know, because sometimes government people and government organizations are kind of weird, right? I mean, we know this, and so I don't know I don't know the rules and regulations of that, but I think that if they could, you know, if you set up Google Voice, I think that might be more palatable to them than you actually setting up a phone number that is not the coroner's office for the county, that it's something else, and then when they call back, it's, you know, it gets. But I think the Google Voice, as I mentioned, is probably the easiest solution for you to make that magic happen.